All right, we've had some pretty insane changes with level 125, just being able to bring a new wave of tankiness to every single unit in this game. Like, you see HP 135k, 135k, 200k, right? 100k on a DPS, mind you, with 8k defense. It gets crazy the amount of HP these units are actually able to get. And with that, what does it bring? Well, it brings buffs, and also some units at level 125 get actual new passives. With all of that in mind, what does this buff exactly? Number one, it buffs DPSs. The main problem with the game from half Annie to first Annie on JP was the fact that they really had to go into the defender route because of the fact that DPSs just weren't able to tank. The hell is like Yuno gonna do without invulnerability? Nothing. He's gonna die right away. So basically what they did is just up everyone's tankiness, but basically the biggest buff is to people who support with HP because you get like 40 to 50,000 extra HP per person bare minimum. And also DPSs because now they won't die in one shot unless there's no buffs at all. If there's even one buff, right? Even one buff, then you're safe. Okay. So with that, 5 main units have been buffed in my opinion. I'm just putting a spotlight on these 5, and I'm not counting Grey, Noelle, or Zora because they're way too new. But anyone else is fair game, I think. And I just want to mention William as an honorable mention because he is very good and going to get way more value now that, well, first of all, Zora, Black Divider Austin, and then in the future, a third Eye Raya, and then any new Yami in the future. I mean, bro, attack increase, right? Yamis are attack-based units. Zora is an attack-based unit. Asta is a fully attack-based unit. And then Yami's an attack-based unit. So this, plus damage reduction, okay, plus counterattack, which is actually a very strong ability right now, is insane. Okay, so William, honorable mention, but it has nothing to do with 125. So with 125, one of the biggest people who get a boost is Mimosa. And I mean, there's actually multiple reasons. First of all, she gets a bit of an HP increase, but nothing crazy, right? You're going to see other units, even like, I don't know, Season 6 Charlotte. Well, she gets 30k HP, but pretty much the same thing. Who get more HP, but she didn't need much HP in the first place. But what they decided to do instead is at the start of every turn at level 125, she gives a 15% heal, which is insane, all right? This heal basically makes her, well, it's good because the main problem with her was no AoE heals. Even if it's 15% now is like what? At this point, like a good 35k heal AoE every single turn, no matter what. Sign me up. And then you got the full heal too. So that's going to be very strong for Mimosa, but just her getting more heals is very nice. And I think Mimosa does have a lot of value, especially with this SP in this 125 level meta, where everyone's really tanky, get a lot of turns. So now every turn, she's giving all allies 1 SP and a 15% HP buff, or heal. So Mimosa, honestly, huge buff there. Now, the overall biggest buff of this all is Magna. Right now, he is dominating the leaderboards. He is very annoying to fight, and I will be trying him out in PvP at 125 soon. I might steal Ollie's account to make a showcase there, all depending. If not, I'm going to make it on my account soon because my Magna's dupe 3. I'm going to wait for the Season 14 update to get him to dupe 5, I think. But we'll see how it ends up going. It's just Magna's very good. So, reasons. Number 1, base kit. All right, base kit. He's able to stun block. He's able to do very good damage with burns. He applies a burn. Sorry, here. He applies a burn. At the start of the battle, okay, just like that, which with Grey is insane. So like, yes, 125 buffs, but also Grey, because you're able to multiply these burns very quick with Grey on a mono red team. So how this Magna team would work is him, Asta, Witch Queen, and then Grey. That's the mono red team that I've been seeing. And then also he could stun anyone with a burn, which is pretty much everyone. And then his damage is going to be very good, okay? His damage is going to definitely hold up with the HP increases on everyone, and his damage is going to be very good, especially with his high speed. Now, what really propels him into just being able to be very strong is immortality. We already know how immortality is with Licht, with Charmy. I'm forgetting immortality units, but mainly those two, right? We got to see immortality. I mean, I guess also Black Asta, right? And putting it on him when he's so quick, and on a team where Witch Queen is able to heal you so much, and there's actually more defensive buffs with Grey and also Asta, this Magna is amazing. Damage-wise, and just being able to tank now, essentially. And at the same time, right, he's able to apply heal block, which now has so much value with how strong heals are and how prominent heals are. His main thing before was that he was a glass cannon. Now that's not the case. 40k HP more. I'm trying to find the skill page. He has another 40k HP, and now he has immortality. Immortality in this meta is extremely strong and very annoying. All right, very annoying. And this is definitely a very good skill to have at this moment. So yes, Magna is the second person. Now Lotus is the third. And the main reason is, first, he's a bit tankier. Second of all, it's mainly this. Okay, this is the strongest debuff in the game right now. 60% chance to remove all buffs. All right. Why this works so well is because without this buff, you basically cannot kill, right? Before, there were cases where even without buff removal, you could still like do a lot of damage, right? If you set it up well. But now this is just insane. Removing all buffs, especially with a buff heavy meta, it's toxic. Okay, it is toxic. Being able to remove all buffs, 60% chance, is going to completely change the game, all right? You basically get free kills with this. And another reason why it's so good is because it helps with units like Black Asta, okay? Because of the fact that he has more defense now, equals more attack, right? I don't remember the amount of extra defense he gets. An extra 1,000 plus the stats you get along the way from actual levels, because these are just the passives that you get every 5 levels that are applied in game. So yeah, Lotus just becomes a just powerhouse, right? Just considering the extra stats, making it so that it's way harder to take damage, right? When you're at like 100, 150k HP with more defense, it's very hard to actually kill someone. But with this, bada bing, bada boom, they're dead, right? That's basically the best way to describe it. Now, Yami is looking insane now, all right? Yami basically went from being very mid to very, very good. And the reason is, well, I mean, he's going to be able to get SP like crazy, first of all. So his ult's going to be very good to spam at max dupe, keep in mind. At the start of a turn grants SP +1. So you get 1 SP there every single turn. So you're going to get your ult every 4 turns minimum. But then your skill 2 gives you 2 SP, which is going to give you even more SP. And then every time you attack, you could get 1 SP. So this guy's going to be ulting essentially every 2 or so turns, which is going to be very, 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 very good. Now, the main thing is that he is now getting buffed at level 125 because of the passive, actually. It gives 20% mobility. 20. All right. And what this means, it's the red Uno passive. Okay, it's the red Uno passive. He's going to be the first person to play in the turn. Okay. Well, besides Noel, right? And this is going to let you put total silence on anyone plus SP -4. This stops combo and ultimate. It stops both. So whoever you put this on is basically weak, all right? Pointless. This is strong as hell because it's on any team, which makes Yami just a universal unit. So no matter what, he's going to have value. And remember, I'm also looking at this through a pick and ban PvP lens. I should have mentioned it earlier. Might put this as a disclaimer in the comments. But when you see all these units in pick and ban too, they are annoying as hell. But mainly Yami. Now, it's mainly the Yamis because this one too also got buffed insanely well. Now, is he like absolutely insane? No, but he is definitely way better with this buff. Now, what exactly is the buff? Well, first of all, an extra 40k HP never hurts, especially on a unit like this who just wants to survive even with a bit of HP. If you get him down to 1, that's fine. Plus, he's pretty quick. He gets speed on his skill 1, so he's going to get a lot of turns in, which in this type of meta is going to be very, very good to be able to get these extra turns. Now, the main thing is that at max dupe, the skill 1 stacks don't reset on the ult. Now, do you always want to be using the ult? No, but it could let you get a good extra kill in while still being able to keep your stacks, okay? Because the main thing is you want to keep him at 8 SP, but if you're able to just get him back up, for example, with Charlotte and Noel real quick in like 1 turn, then what's the problem, right? You could just spam this. I honestly, I might get Yami up next. I think I'm going to get Yami up next. I really want to try Yami, this Yami especially. Not having the skill 1 stacks reset means that your skill 1 afterwards is still going to be doing the insane damage of like 250, like, what? I think it's 320%, something like that. Around that ballpark, I think. So definitely, this is a very nice buff. But it's just so hard to kill this guy, bro. Especially when he's on an attack build. It's so annoying, bro. I actually can't with him. Whenever I fight him, I just get pissed. Okay, I get pissed. And this also holds up very well. Noelle, Asta, two main units. You don't see Mario as much, but Noelle and Asta, this is going to be very good against. It's really, especially now with Noelle, just a little buff, not just because of 125, but with Noelle, invulnerability, if Yami just gets extra turns, and also with Charlotte being able to, another thing, right? One thing that's very good for Charlotte is that now she's going to be ulting a lot more frequently, which is going to extend barrier duration, which is going to help Yami because every turn he gets his barriers. So keep that in mind, right? Because remember, Charlotte could give herself the SP, Noelle gives the SP, and then she has her ult. And then you're getting an extended barrier. So yeah, Yami looking a lot better. I'm going to try and showcase these 5 units in the next 2 to 3 weeks, probably. I have a lot of stamina at the moment, which is good. A good, where is it? 21k. So that's going to be enough for one level 125, which is a bit sad, but it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think of these units. Are you happy with the buffs? What units did you want to see buffed majorly? There were some other like decent ones. I mean, Julius got pretty buffed, but I want to save that for a special video. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.